Today you're going to get a step-by-step guide as I jump into Facebook and show you the correct way of building and optimizing your Facebook business page, how to create content around your business page that's relevant and in a storytelling way, as well as building simple Facebook ads to increase your reach and your brand awareness around your community, your clients, and your customers. What's going on, everyone? Lazar Sufi here with Jameson, Asufi, Woodruff & Klein. We help small business owners to big corporations with their overall marketing strategy. I take a lot of pride in the digital marketing landscape of all our clients. That's the bread and butter. And without further ado, let's jump into this. All right, so the first thing you want to do is go to this create button on top of any Facebook page and click create page. This will take you to this page that you're currently viewing. So whether you're a business or a brand, you're going to want to use a selection on the left-hand side. If you're, a community organization or a public figure or a sports team, you're going to want to use this information on the right. But for the sake of this course and the things that we'll be teaching, we're going to use the business or brand. So I'm making up a make-believe business, Elevate Coffee Shop. The reason I'm doing this is I'm going to be able to help you and use it as a resource. So when you're creating your business page or you're optimizing your business page, you can use this to reflect on and see, whether you have everything filled out correctly. So for the address, since this is a coffee shop, Facebook's going to want to make sure you do have a physical address, obviously, to make sure you're not just, spamming, making fake business pages. So, it's going to ask you for your category. Just says, type 1 or 2 words that best describe your page, and then click the suggested options. So from there, you want to hit continue and let it load for a second. All right, so it's going to ask you to add a profile picture to your business page. So I've already created a picture, so I'm going to select upload profile picture. Don't mind all the photos. All right, and I'm going to use that picture right here, and now it's going to say upload a cover photo. So we're going to go and upload this cover photo. You'll be able to view them. And in a later video, I'll show you how to optimize your cover photos as well as your profile picture to make sure that it looks well on the desktop, but as well as in mobile. You got to remember that most of your customers, your clients, they're going to be utilizing Facebook on their, their smartphones, their tablets. So if everything is optimized for the desktop and not for the tablet or your smartphone, then it's just going to give them a better experience and quality on your page. So you want to make sure that it does look good on your phone. So one thing I want to touch base upon right away is on the cover photo, you want to try to use it as it's a lot of real estate. So it's on the top of the fold when somebody jumps on your page. So you want to kind of use it as a leverage point. So whatever you want to share, whether you're trying to optimize an email list, so if you want them to subscribe to an email, let them know. In this instance, since we're a coffee shop, I'm telling them, hey, join the VIP club for free perks. And from here, so this is how your business page is going to look right away. It'll ask you to invite your friends. There's a button on every business page. And the cool thing about it is that you can optimize it for whatever your needs are. So if you're trying to optimize it for phone calls or emails or signups for an email list, or try to jump them onto your website, then you can use it with this add a button. So I'll click it. So right now it's asking us, what do you want? What's the goal that you want to get? So we go shop with you, learn more about your business, contact, book with you. So what I'm going to do is we'll take a look at shop and see. So it says she offers book with you, gives us these two, get a quote or book now. So you see, get a quote would be great if you're let's just say right off top bat, you're an insurance company. Book now if you're let's say an attorney. Contact you, so you can contact us, call us now, send message, sign up, send email, WhatsApp if you're integrated with WhatsApp. There's the learn more about business. So we're just gonna, for the sake of time, we're gonna go call now. And I think it's gonna make me put in a phone number. So I'm just gonna 694. There we go. And finish. So now this button is going to switch to call now. You can test it by hitting it, and that's what your phone number would be. So I always encourage you to hit test just in case you typed in something incorrectly. Now the good thing about Facebook is if you've created a brand new page, it'll start showing you tips on what you can do to improve it. So again, what we want to do from here is you go into your settings, and it's going to be a little overwhelming at first, but really you don't need everything on here. This will show, you know, your page visibility. Is it published? Under all general tab, can people tag your page? So somebody just went to the coffee shop, I want to tag it because the espresso is delicious, and take a picture of it, which is great. So it's toggled, almost everything is toggled on to begin with. So the most important part is the second tab, which is the page info tab. Under the page info, you'll just really be putting in everything that is needed to help people find your business. And when they do jump on your page, you know, most likely they're not going to contact you on that first attempt, but they're going to read upon you. So if your stuff is filled out properly, then it's going to build confidence. It's going to build clarity with the customer or client, and obviously it's going to optimize for more sales for you at the end. So description: we are a local coffee shop here in Michigan. So obviously you'd want to use a much more descriptive description, right? So you can use 255 characters. I would write about as much as you can. So if you already have a Google My Business account for your business, you can really copy and paste most of this stuff. So it's asking for a phone number again. So I'll just make one up and save changes there, save changes here. So if your store is more than one category, you can add, I believe, up to 2 or 3 in here. Website, and we're just gonna put I love a coffee shop.com. We'll see if that allows us. Let me see if I could just put the H. All right, so it's not letting us do that. So I'm just gonna check. It doesn't have a website. If you do, obviously put it in there. That's important. Email as well. People can contact you, you know, customer service questions. So I'd mark that in there. I'm just gonna click, we don't have an email or a website at this time. Here's the location, you know, wherever your address is located, you wanna make sure this is correct. Customers visit my business at the street address. So if you check this, you're gonna hide the street address. If it's unchecked, it's gonna show your street address. We're just gonna keep this one unchecked for now because we don't really actually have a street address. That's just a post office. Service area, this is great. So if you're, you know, let's just say you're servicing Detroit and Ferndale, like just surrounding areas, you can put that in there. So I'll click save changes on that. Your hours, if you're a website or a service, most likely you can put always open. If it's more virtual, if you do have your selected, you know, your actual business hours, I think in the one we created on the cover photo, we put 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and we'll say we're open 7 days a week and we close at 6 on Sunday. So click save there. I really don't put too much right there in the Impresium. The price range, obviously, this is beneficial. So coffee shop, we'll just say we're a pretty cheap coffee shop. If you have your privacy link on your website, obviously you want to put that URL link right here as well. like I said, this is optional. It's not really needed for us here in the United States. So this is based on your own preference if you'd like to. So we've got that information filled out. If you don't fill it out, this is always going to come up here. Complete the section so people can find your page more easily. But if you filled out everything that you can to your best capabilities, this will eventually go away. Just taking a look at our notification. And again, guys, if you ever have any questions while you're watching this video, something that I didn't go over or something I went over pretty quickly, don't hesitate to reach out to us, and we can definitely help you with that. So another thing is, I didn't go over like the dimensions of the cover photo and the actual profile picture as well. I'll go through those in much greater detail in a later video, so don't worry about that. But really right now, I mean, your page info is edited, so what you can do is, if we were to, let me see, view as a page visitor, this is how your Facebook business page would look like. So to just anybody. So they could click call now, they could shoot you a message. It's got the cover photo, nice there. That's easy and readable. People can ask, since now it knows, you're a coffee shop, Facebook knows that. It's gonna have preloaded questions here. You can type in, you can create. This is something that we will work on as well in the future video. Your ratings will be here so people can rate your business page. And Facebook business pages are such a big key to your business, especially now, 2020. It's something that you want to have. If you've been putting Facebook on the back burner, this is something you want to take very seriously. And it's very important and vital. Your audience most likely sits on Facebook. So it's got all our about us right here. It's got where we're located. If somebody wants to, they could get directions and it'll take them right to your shop. They can send you a message. Obviously, if you have the website, it show here. And when you just scroll down, this will just start showing your feed on your coffee shop, or your business page, right? So in the next section of this video, I'm going to show you how to post relevant content around your business, no matter what type of business it is. All right, so in the home page of your business page, you'll see this more button right here, and you can click publishing tools. So again, in a later video, I'll explain this in a much more detailed fashion. For sake of time and purposes of this video, it's going to be a little more, pushed through. So you'll have all these tabs where you can use the Creator Studio to make content. You have your lead forms. If you have any integrations for leads, your shopping, if people are purchasing from your site, from Facebook actually, you can do that. So if you have an e-commerce site, you can publish all your items on Facebook. If you have a consignment shop, your local business, you can put all your products on Facebook, and people can purchase right off of Facebook, which is super cool and something we'll obviously go over. But for the sake of time, so in here, under publishing tools, I'm going to show you how you can pre-publish all your posts. So let's say you're a one-man shop or a one-woman shop and you're wearing multiple hats and you're like, you know what, I know Facebook can help me, I just do not have the time every single day to be active on there. Well, that's completely fine. So what I recommend is, if that's the case for you, pick a day of the week, spend an hour and pre-publish your content. So if you're publishing a piece of content a day on Facebook, spend an hour, pre-publish 7 pieces of content for the week, and then you won't really have to worry about creating quality content. But that's the one thing right there. So that word quality content is so important, guys. So the last thing you want to do is spam Facebook with a bunch of call to actions or buy now and buy. The one thing you want to do when you're creating content is tell a story, share a story, be a fountain of knowledge for whatever business, purpose, service that you are trying to share with the community. So for this example, we're a coffee shop. Obviously, the end goal for us is to get people into our coffee shop. So we want to share a story, right? So we want to allow people to understand, know us a little bit better, and say, you know what, that place looks like a cool spot. I'd love to come in there, have a cup of coffee, do some homework, whatever it is. So right here, after you click create post, you go schedule. So I'm going to schedule this post. It's custom. You hit that calendar button. I want this post to come out Monday at, let's say, 9 a.m. We'll put, actually, you know what, we'll say 7:30, and we're gonna click schedule. We're gonna go photo. We're gonna upload, and we're gonna go downloads. There's that one. So I just picked a picture of a coffee shop. Obviously you'd want to use photos that you've taken. Make sure they're high quality photos. Obviously if you have an iPhone, most of the smartphones, they take high quality photos, so you don't have to go get any professionally done photos. That's not necessary. Remember, if you can make your Facebook business page act, look, and feel as a normal personal profile, it's going to get a lot more interaction, a lot more engagement. People are going to want to chit chat with that type of page much more than a business that just looks, acts, and feels as a business. It's just not organic. You got to remember, people are on Facebook, whether they're wasting time just checking in on friends and family or sharing something of their own interest. So you want to make it look and feel as if you're just another person on Facebook. So we put happy Monday morning. If you are in the area, why don't you stop by for a fresh cup of coffee? We could put, if you are in a hurry, place an order ahead of time by giving us a call at, I don't know, boom. All right, so schedule a post, and it's going to show up here under scheduled posts. Let it load. All right, so you can click on it and it'll show you how it'll look on the news feed. Oh, so it looks like it added, so that's why you always want to check. So added an extra little parenthesis there. So happy Monday morning. If you're in the area, why don't you stop by before work for a fresh cup of coffee? If you are in a hurry, please place an order ahead of time by giving us a call. Obviously we haven't, it's going to say this if your page is brand new and there's no people that like it. Obviously once you've created your business page, you've edited the page info, you've started to publish a post or two, start inviting your friends and family, and eventually it'll gain traction, obviously. So here, if you notice you've made an error, just hit these three buttons, click edit post, and for example, this is the error we're going to take out. Click done editing, and that got fixed up. So it looks super nice. Again, so now let's say you want to schedule 2 a day. You're just going to hit create post again, and we'll do a quick one again. So I always recommend using photo or video. You don't generally want to just do text. It's just not going to be seen. People, this is just a fun fact, the average Facebook user scrolls 3 miles like with their thumb every 48 hours. So if it's just a bunch of words, it's most likely not going to get seen. If you do have to use just words, then use one of these backdrops, just because it's going to at least create a little bit more real estate on that news feed. And the color pops that they have, all these color schemes, is going to get caught by the eye. So it's more likely to be seen than just plain text. So we do have another photo that I'm going to use, I found online. This coffee, and I'm just gonna put, all right, so This one, again, it seems like just a friend or family member is just posting it, right? It's nothing too salesy. You always want to have like a call to action in the marketing world, a CTA, right? So our call to actions are very subtle, they're very brief, that you really don't even know it's one. So come stop by today if you're in the mood to treat yourself. It's a very soft call to action, and it's, you know, something people may share that. So if you have quality content, this is the best part, is if you're using awesome videos, awesome photos, super organic, people will share that with their friends and family, which will give you a greater reach as well. So this one we're going to schedule as well, and let's just say boom, and we'll schedule this one for Tuesday at 10:30. So published. So once this refreshes, it's going to show that you have one post coming up on Monday morning at 7:30, and then you have another post at Tuesday at 10:30. Now, let's just say you accidentally said, you know what, I meant to have that post on Monday as well. So you can just go back to the post we just created. Go here, click edit post, and it should be somewhere, let me see here, reschedule. So then you can reschedule right here. So let's just say you said you wanted this one on Monday as well. So now they're rescheduled, super simple. So that's how you create posts for your business page. So if you're a business, like a local physical business, this should be very simple for you. You should be able to take pictures of your business, if it's food, restaurant, you know, coffee, things that are appealing to the eye that people love sharing. Just post, you know, share the things that you're servicing people with, you know, share the food. If it's amazing, delicious, beautiful looking food, share that. If you're let's say you're a pet supplies company or a grooming service, then, you know, people love animals, share a lot of animal photos, but be resourceful, be beneficial, be informational, you know, share knowledge over whatever business or service you have. And that's how you should be creating your content. We'll have a more deep dive content video in a later date, but again, just for the sake of time, I want to make this as beneficial for you. So that's really how you optimize your business page. So now once you've gotten all your photos set, your page info, you have posts that are published or being published, you want to go in here and you want to start inviting friends and family if you'd like to start getting your word spread out. So I'd highly recommend that. The good thing is once you start unlocking more likes, you'll start getting page insights. That's something we'll go through later. So I'll click on it real quick for you. You'll start being able to not only see, you know, the actions that are taken on your page, how many times people are clicking certain buttons on your page, but once you get down here, you'll start being able to really, like let's say you're a coffee shop and you want to check out your competitors at a local level. Let's say, you know, I'm not really competing with Starbucks and Big B Coffee, but I'm competing with Joe's Coffee Shop down the road. You go click add page and you can type in that business and you can start watching it. So you can really compare, well, my competition is posting 10 times a week and they're getting, you know, X amount of engagement. So if I click watch page right here, it's going to ask me, I just want to show you guys what it shows. So right here, all right, and Aubrey's done. So it's going to show how many people are engaging, how many posts they're creating a week, how many page likes they have total, and then it's going to compare yours to those. So this is a real good tool to gauge, you know, your activity on social media, especially on Facebook, compared to your competitors. So it's something that's insightful. It's something that you can really dive into, and it's something that we'll dive into in a later video and show you how to really optimize, you know, your business page. To get more actions, more views, more reach, and obviously hopefully more sales. So the last thing I want to do on this video is show you how to create a simple Facebook ad using the Ad Center. So the Ad Center is this button right here, of course. So Facebook ads are very it's difficult to navigate if you're creating some robust Facebook ads, or if you're in the ads manager. It looks like a cockpit for a pilot, and it can get overwhelming. So something nice that Facebook's done is they've created this Ad Center for Facebook business pages. Now, one thing I do want to tell you is don't boost your post. Don't just hit that boost button. Go in and actually create an ad with something behind it, with a purpose behind it. Don't just aimlessly boost your posts just to say, I had 100 people look at the post. What's your end result? What do you want to happen? So what we'll do is we'll click create ad. And it's going to ask, do you want to boost the post? Do you want to get more messages, more website purchases? It's going to ask you, what is that, what's the purpose of this ad? So let's just say we're trying to promote our business locally. So it's going to show you previews here on the right hand side. So, the desktop, how it's going to look on the desktop, how it'll look on mobile, newsfeed as well, Instagram, how it's going to look within videos on Facebook. So all these places. If you're a special ad category, you want to check this. So it tells you right here. So employment opportunities, credit, restoration. If you're a realtor, you're selling, homes. This is something you want to check. If you do not check it, it will not get approved. The reason they do the special ad category is when you do check it, if you're in one of those three opportunities, you'll lose some of the capabilities of your targeting. So you won't be able to target, for example, your age demographics. So it'll be broad 18 to 65. So this, most likely you're not in this, but if you are, you'd want to hit learn more. Just learn a little bit about it. You don't want to get your business banned for not doing your due diligence. And this is something we'll jump into in a later video as well. So right away, Facebook's going to tell you how many people are around your location. So we use the post office, of course, and 3-mile radius. So a coffee shop, I'll use like a 5-mile radius. And this should increase eventually as well once it's done loading. Let's just say, everyone drinks coffee. So if you're so you see this went up quite a bit, almost doubled. So if you're a bar, obviously you want to make sure this is at least 21 and over, or it will not get approved. So your demographic better than I do. So if you're servicing individuals that are, your ideal customer is in his mid or in her mid 40s and 50s, then this is something you want to go, maybe hit 40 to 60, just something like that. So gender, keeping it broad. And then there's detailed targeting. For this case, I'm assuming you have a local business. If it's very broad, so if it's a broad service, a car wash, a coffee shop, gutter cleaning, a doggy daycare, you can keep that pretty broad, the detailed targeting. This is something we're going to dive into on a much more detailed view and glance on a later video. For automatic placements, I recommend you check this off and just keep it on Facebook to begin with, just because it's going to get the most engagement. You're going to get your dollar to stretch a little bit more further that way. So then add creative. So this is where you can create the actual ad. A good thing is you can always use a post. So say you had a post that you liked in the past, you could just click use post to keep that image, but then you can obviously edit things from there. But in this case, we're just gonna, since we don't have any images right off the bat, I want to see if it's saved our pre-published images. No, it doesn't look like it has. So we're gonna click upload. Click continue. So we can crop the image as well. So, all right, so just checking. So you can't have a bunch of text. It's got to be like less than 15% of their image. It will go through, but it'll just get shown to a little bit less people. So you want to make sure that there isn't much text in your image. So we're going to confirm that one. So this is how it would look. The headline is going to go right up here. So right now it's got it on our, what our about us was. So we're a local coffee shop here in Michigan. So obviously we have an ad. We're probably going to want to generate some sales with it. How about we say, so this is in Grand Blanc, right? So, hey, Grand Blanc, stop by and try some of our, show this ad at the, so I just wanted that to kind of stand out. You don't want to use like all caps. Again, that makes it look spammy. So you can just use it like this. Call to action. They can learn more, get directions. For this, I'm just going to keep good directions, because if people don't know of your business, they can click this and go. So obviously if you're using a car wash example, and you had a photo of somebody's car being cleaned, and you said, hey, we got 50% off car washes today, get directions. They can click that and go right to your your car wash. So the street address is right up there. Run this ad continuously, or run it, for a few days. So if you want to just run this ad and let it run, click that. And you can have a daily budget. I don't recommend going any lower than $5, just because it's not going to reach a lot of people. So you see with $5 here, it'll reach about 1,300 minimum a day. Let's say we increased it to, let's say you had a $20 a day budget, then you're going to reach quite a few, 4,600 people per day will see this ad. So it's going to ask you what kind of ad account you want to do it. If this is if you don't have an ad account, it's going to ask you to create one and insert your payment method. And once you're done with that, you hit promote, and your ad is going to go into review. More than likely, it's going to get approved. If you don't have massive amounts of text, if you're not in the special ads category and you didn't say so. But once that's promoted, you'll be able to run your campaign. Now you'll have organic content that you've pre-published throughout the week. And now you also have an advertisement that you're only spending $5 a day to use. So that's how you create an ad. Again, we'll dive a little deeper into this on a later video and show you ways that you can split test your ads and make them a lot more powerful. But in this instance, we'll cancel that photo. We'll just click save as draft. So guys, that is how you optimize your Facebook business page. I showed you how to create content around your business and how to pre-publish it, so you don't have to spend every day on Facebook creating content if you don't have to or want to, and how to create a simple brand awareness ad around your local business for your local community. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. You can email me at lazar@growbetterhq.com, or message me here on Facebook, YouTube, whatever platform you're watching this on. Make sure to subscribe, like us, Grow Better HQ. That's our Facebook business page, and you'll be seeing a lot more content. Hopefully we can help you guys build your business and help you reach greater heights. See you guys on the next video.